The car is almost 200 degrees.
Well, it certainly feels hot out there, but tonight we're actually showing you just how hot it is.
Armed with a thermal imaging camera, the Cascade Township Fire Department went out with 24-Hour News 8 to find out the hottest items in all this heat. And what we found, well, it may surprise you. 24-Hour
News 8's Danny Carlson is live in Grand Rapids tonight with this story.
Yeah, Marley and Joe, the real thermal imaging cameras don't actually look like this one. The ones that the professionals use at the Cascade Township Fire Department, they're more black and white with the white showing the hottest spots. Now, they usually use those thermal guns to find hot spots in fires, but we got a chance to use one today to find hot spots where your kids play. Usually this Cascade Township Park is packed, but today, the only parks that can attract any kind of a crowd have one feature in common.
It's too hot today. We need water.
Even the primarily plastic playgrounds are ghost towns.
The sun's been beating on that for a while. It's very hot to the touch. And I wouldn't want to sit there and keep my hand on it for too long. 150, over 100 degrees, just over 100 degrees.
Armed with a thermal imaging gun, the kind usually used to find hot spots in house fires, today we're using it to find hot spots on the playground.
This where you can see the reflection of the sun, it's almost 200 degrees.
Nearly hot enough to boil water, or maybe even burn flesh.
Just putting your hand on it and leaving it there for a while is, I could imagine what it would be on the back of your legs or something like that.
The slide was the winner, beating out even the bronze statues by nearly 50 degrees.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hold their hand very long.
That's because these kids might have had some shade sometime during the day, and for the gun, the sun is the key.
I'd say there's a good 25-degree difference from the shade compared to where the sun is directly on it.
Now, in general, we're just going to use this again just so we get another chance to use this. In general, what you'd think would be true generally tends to be things that are hotter are like metal, things that are darker are a little bit hotter than things that are a bit lighter, but the general rule seems to be to check ahead of time, because even the firefighter that we were talking to, he was a little bit surprised that that plastic slide was so hot, but he did point out that a metal one would have been a lot hotter. Live in Grand Rapids tonight, Danny Carlson, 24-Hour News 8.